Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. It's time for Ridiculous Faith. Come on in. Faith to fund it. Forgive me for being tardy for the party, but I need you to understand that God will give you creative ways to fund the vision. It's gonna be a good show today, so y'all come on in. Good time of ministry today, um, and we're gonna make it happen. All right, y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yes. We talk about faith to fund it. God can afford your dreams. I just want to just put that out there. I want to give you this news flash that God can afford your dreams, that he wouldn't have given it to you if he wouldn't fund it. So I need y'all to come on in, share the video, and I'm going to empower you today, faith to fund it. You had faith to start it, but then you cracking up under pressure. You had faith to start it, but you're like, well, people won't support. Go get them. Go get them. Go get it. Go get your blessing. Go get it. Go get it. He said, go make disciples. Go, so we keep expecting things to come to us. He told Peter to launch into the deep, which means he had to go get it. Go get the fish. Go get it. You want to eat? Huh? Do you want to eat? If you want to eat, you'll go get the fish. So we keep waiting for things to happen for us, and we won't do what's necessary to make it happen. I put a post up today, talking about that. You know what I mean? You want to hope for success, but you don't want to work for it. Huh? You want to hope, hey y'all, you want to hope for success, but you don't want to work for it. Faith without works is dead. That's dead. So your dreams is dead when you don't want to work. Your ministry, you know what I mean? Like you prayed for God to use you, and he's giving you a worldwide opportunity. This is a worldwide opportunity for you to get started, for you to evangelize, for you to be the chief intercessor, worshiper. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to wait to be invited. Invite yourself and decide. I'm going after what God says. Listen, I'm kicking in early. I'm going after what God has for me. Now, this mentality, we heard a song years ago, and I love that song. It just was so cute, right? What God has for me, it is for me. Y'all remember that song? What God has for me. My voice didn't wake up yet. Don't do that. It is for me. I know without a doubt that he will bring me out. God has for me. It is for me. But that's not true, though. That's not true. Yeah, what God has for you is for you. That's partially true, but you're not going to just get it. There's some things God has for you that you'll never get because you won't work for it. It's some things that God has for you that you'll never get it because you didn't position yourself for it. It's some things that God has for you that you'll never receive it because you didn't cut the things off that you needed to cut off, and you didn't introduce the things that you needed to introduce. So God has abs for you. He God, there's some abs under there. Okay, but you won't do what's necessary to bring it to pass. And many times we will fault the prophet. We'll fault, maybe this is not what God had. No, God had it for you. It's just not going to come to you. It's for you, but you're not going to just get it. So that's the better way to say it. You're not going to just get it. You know what I mean? Salvation is free to all, but everybody don't receive it. Come on, y'all. You making me work too hard to prove my point. Because some of y'all like, no, seriously, what God has for you is free. That's not true. It's true what God has for, let me rephrase it. It is true what God has for you is for you, but that doesn't mean you will obtain it. So you have a false sense of expectation that you're gonna be like Cinderella because God promised you a marriage and you ain't meet your man of God yet and he gonna come to the, no, that's not how it's going to happen. So since that's not how it's going to happen, it's for you, but will you do what's necessary to go get it? That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? You don't think he have a healthy lifestyle, beloved? I wish above all that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul prosper. So healthy lifestyle is yours. It ain't just happening. It is for you. Yeah, but you got to work for it. You got to eat right. You got to exercise. You got to drink water. So the mentality that we have that our blessings will come, the mentality that I have that our dreams will just come true is just a false sense of reality. David had a net breaking experience that was for him, but he had to launch into the deep. He had to go back at it a second time. I love y'all so much. He had to go back at it a second time. Just because you failed at it the first time does teach, Pastor Monica. See, y'all making me go places I didn't think I was going to go today. But just because it did not work the first time doesn't mean it's not for you. It doesn't mean it's not for you. We see countless times throughout the Bible, but we can just stay with Peter. He went fishing that same day and caught nothing. And then later on that evening, with Jesus and a new strategic plan, he had a net breaking experience. Will you go back at it? Oh, or are you too embarrassed? When you make yourself of reputation, see, Jesus made himself of no reputation. So when you don't care about what people say, you'll go at it again. Like, I don't care. I mean, what them people, the same people that didn't help you is the same people that's talking about how you didn't do it right and it didn't work. Okay, but you're not gonna help me anyway. So we have to now. I want to talk about fueling your dreams with faith, but I want to talk about how to fund it. Faith fueled funding techniques that you can fund your dream with. But you got to believe, first of all, that he called you to it and that he'll bring you through it, period. I'm not even trying to have bars, but it's the truth. God would not call you to something he wouldn't fund. Somebody write that down. God would not call you to something he won't fund. It doesn't even make sense. Let me let you struggle with this dream that I want you to help and change the world and the earth. No, you got to tap into the creative, which is faith. According to my pastor, faith is the creative power of God made available to man, whereby man can transform situations and circumstances in the natural realm over which he's been given authority. So I have authority over everything that I'm facing right now. So the stuff you in right now, you choose to be in it. This is my story. I'm sticking to it because I didn't want to be broke, busted, and disgusted. I changed. I decided. I decided that my facts don't dictate my life, but my faith does. My faith changes facts. So I started talking different. I started walking different. I started surrounding myself with different people. I'm just trying to help you. I didn't even get into the lesson yet. But if you're going to get a new mind, you have to cultivate a new mindset. And most of the time, that has to do with your environment. The law of environment says it will change you before you change it. So you keep hanging around broke, busted, and disgusted people who have a sense of failure and all that, you're going to feel like your dreams can't happen. But if you hang around somebody who's highly motivated, you hang around somebody who's like, oh, I got another win, I got another, acceptance, I got another approval, when you be around that becomes contagious. And I'm waiting on another approval today. I actually got the approval, but I'm gonna give y'all the testimony as soon as everything goes through. I was waiting for a Zoom. I got to do some paperwork, but like that's all I live. You said, well, Pastor Monica, I keep hearing that for the last couple of weeks because that's all I live my life is in approvals. For the last 3 weeks, I got major approvals. Why? Because I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid. See, many of you cannot listen to this. Fund your dreams, can't fuel your dreams, can't fund your dreams, can't staff your dreams because you're too afraid of hearing the word no. No, 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 no. Let me say it so you can get desensitized from it. No, don't bother me. Whatever. My yes is out there. What if the woman with an issue of blood had stopped at 11 times, but she got healed at 12 times? Y'all know I'm preaching already. So get over it. You all right. Don't stop till you get your yes. Can't stop, won't stop. Like, don't stop till you get your yes. Period. Keep on. Do the first don't. Don't stop. Don't stop. Get it. I couldn't help it. Okay, I was on that whole line. So you have to just decide though. Decide why you gonna quit on your dreams. You're too old to start over. You can't call the people old. Facebook, can you share this video, please? I need more people on here because this is good. This is good. You're too old to start over. You understand? Stick with it. Who am I talking to? Y'all clicked on it at the right time. You said, well, God, is she coming down my street already? Stick with it. Okay, you wrote the book. Okay, you started the business. The launch didn't go as expected. Stick with it. If God knew you was going to quit after one turn, he shouldn't have given it to you. He don't make mistakes. You can do it. You just got to stick with it. Okay, so let's talk about this. Faith to fund it. God can afford. I need a few of you to type it on TikTok. I need a few of you to type it on Facebook. God can afford my dreams. God can afford. We don't have no shortage in heaven. You said, well, money, they said a reset. Why stop listening to what them people said? I don't listen to them people. I don't listen to the world to tell me how to raise my kids. I listen to the world to tell me how to do ministry. So I'm going to listen to them about my finances. They don't have nothing to do with my finances at all. I don't care who's in the White House. God said, tell me somebody bigger than God. I'll wait. So funding my dreams is not difficult for God. He doesn't have a shortage. You got to tap into that creative power to make it happen. So let me give you some practical ways to fuel. Fantastic ways to fuel your dreams. Number one is fervent fundraisers. Like this is, I mean, you can do fundraisers that have nothing to do with your business. A t-shirt. People wear a t-shirt and a t-shirt and a t-shirt. I don't even gotta like you, but it's a cute t-shirt. I want one. Okay. So you could have a campaign, a t-shirt, and it doesn't have to have your business logo. I'm not wearing your business logo. I don't work for you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Y'all do that with your book launches and all that. And if you give me a free t-shirt, I may clean with it. I may. But I'm not getting ready to rock your t-shirt. I'm just not. But if it's a cute saying, it's something that's cute and hot, I'm rocking it all day long. So you can have a fundraiser that's not associated with your business or ministry. You can have something that y'all know I'll start giving away ideas and y'all don't deserve that right now. So, but I'm just saying you can have a hot t-shirt and just say, I'm trying to sell 1,000 of these bad boys by the end of the summer so that I can fund this, that, and the third. And people will buy it that may not even necessarily wear it. I got a lady in my church, she likes V-necks. I don't like V-necks, and I don't typically do my shirts in V-necks, period. I just don't. And so she doesn't wear t-shirts other than V-necks, but she buy every shirt I have. Why? Because she's just supporting what I'm doing, depending on whatever the cause is, she's going to do it. She'll give it away, do whatever. And she told me, and I'm not offended. You buy stuff from Walmart and don't use it. They don't care. God is faithful. Okay, so 1,000 people, you create the shirt, whatever, sell it for $25. It costs you $5, however much to do the shirt. At $20, that's $20,000 that you got for your business or ministry. Stick with it. I did it, and I only sold 40. Okay, you only sold 40. Then guess what, sis? 960 to go. It's like, stop. You can't battle me with this. You can't. 960 to go. And that's what I would tell my supporters. 960 to go. Okay, well, we're going to have an event this time. And I'm going, but that's not the only thing you can do. Now, it's so funny. When you was in the world, you had parties. You had rent parties. I know. Remember dollar parties? I don't know if that happened where you were, but they used to have dollar parties and all that kind of stuff. I mean, when I'm raising money for my seed for anniversary, because I try to give a big seed for anniversary. And let me tell you something. I've done everything as the first lady, as PM, as the mogul herself, and people love my chicken Caesar salad. I've sold pans of it. Just sold pans of it. You say, well, what a salad is a salad. That's because you didn't have mine. But I would do my chicken Caesar salad and people would buy it up. What? See, you too. How you too proud though? You so proud. Pride comes before the destruction and the fall of a great man. Let me tell you something. You better fund your vision. You've been given stewardship. I like this show. Y'all can look at it on YouTube. I like this show. I know Grant Cardone was on it, and I know what's her name? I can't remember her name. Timberland's wife or ex-wife was on it. Undercover Billionaire. So these people are rich already, but they are put in the middle of nowhere, given no money and no context, and they all become millionaires even within that span of time. Why? Because when it's in you, it's in you, and you don't use excuses. Excuses is nothing but a lie wrapped up in a reason. You can be rich if you want to. You don't want to. Pastor Monica, that's not true. You don't want to. You first of all, if you want to be rich and you connected to me and you never asked me how and asked me to help you, you don't want to be rich. I said what I said, and it doesn't come free. And if you're not willing to invest, you don't want to be rich, period. You don't. You want to struggle. Okay. Sister got a light bill due, work it out. God will do. That's why you always need God to work it out. He put in you what's necessary to get out of the situation that you're in, but you always need him to work it out. Work it out. How you gonna pay your rent? Work it out. All your money spent. Work it out. Work it out. Y'all remixed work it out because that's all you expected him to do. Work. He said, I already worked it out. Great. The greater one lives on the inside of you. Tap into that, but you don't want to do that. Joshua 1:8 says, meditate on his word day and night, observe to do all that is written. Then thou shalt make that way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Good success is already in you, but you won't want to tap into it. You don't want to tap into it. My life bill ain't due. Work it out. But if you don't trust God, see, really, it's not about your dreams. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that you just don't trust God. And I know that hurts. You're like, that's a gut punch, PM. Why would you say I don't trust God? Because, I've known him to be a waymaker. I've known him to do some things, but you only trust God in dire situations. You only trust God when you can get by the hair of your chinny chin chin. You only trust God in those dire situations. Can you trust him for surplus? Can you trust him for increase? Can you trust him not just for your needs, but for your desires? I trust him for more. I need more, more, more. Jesus, more of you. He said he'll give you the desires of your heart. You stop the need. And my God will supply all my needs. But that's not the end of the story. Your needs, okay, it's taken care of. Yeah, you got a house, a car, and benefits. But you can't go on vacation like that. People say, I don't want to bother you on vacation. Ma'am, I've been away for 5 weeks. If you don't bother me at some point, I ain't going to have no business, okay? I'm working. This, my dream life is vacation. My life is vacation. This is my backyard. I'm not posting pictures, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, look at us. We at this resort. This is my life. Okay. The bills come in my name here. So see, when you have a healthy perspective about God's ability to afford your dreams, you never stop dreaming. I talked to Siobhan yesterday. Her getting ready to be the sickest school. That sick is good, guys, in the body of Christ. And I'm just like, and God's going to fund it. I said to my husband, can I tell you what my staff that's on here, Toya, Siobhan, can I just tell you, and those who will be, I'm just going to speak my future because I got to hire some people. So here's what I told the Lord. I told my husband and the Lord, and I asked him, he started, let me tell you what he said. It's funny. I said, I want to be at, I earn 7 figures. That's not the issue because I have a business. That's fine. But I'm not talking about that. I want to make my salary personally to be 7 figures. I want my salary to be 7 figures. And I want everybody on my team, all of my staff, to make at least 6 figures by next year. So 2024. Now they got other things going on. They got books and all that stuff is great. But I'm talking about from my company, I want my staff to make 6 figures, all of them to make 6 figures. And I want to make 7 figures. It doesn't mean that they can't make 7 figures, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm believing God for. And so my husband said, oh, that's awesome. I said, no, sir, agree with me. I need you to say I agree with you. Like, Apostle, I need you to start apostling. I need you to, 2 of us gathered together. I need you to agree. He started cracking up. He said, I agree with you. Okay. Like that's how we had to come to an agreement. So, hey, Diana. So yeah, this is the life that I chose to live and I chose to cooperate with it by using the words out of my mouth. And then now I'm working towards it. Then I was like, okay, Siobhan, we got to do this, and this. Hey, Apostle Stone. Now you can say all you want. You can say all you want. And that's a big part of it, saying it. Because faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. So the more I say it, the more I believe it. But now I got to work with it. Work with it, sis. Bro, work with it. You're going to work with your confession. Somebody put work with your confession. Work with your confession. Because y'all decreeing and declaring a lot. But work with it. Huh? Work with it. Come on, y'all. Work with it. I declared and decreed 20 years ago a Bentley, but until I moved on it, I did not drive it. Okay. It's just posting a new model every year. Some of y'all just keep updating your vision board. You don't expect none of that stuff to come to pass. Why? Because you don't work with it. I listen, I can't wait home, get home to my car. Both of them. Why? Because I worked with it. Huh? I worked with it. I didn't just desire it. I didn't just hope for it. I just didn't decree and declare. I worked with it. I put myself in position. Come on, y'all. So you got to give your confession something to work with. Okay, you just talking now. And don't believe that stuff gonna come to pass. Y'all see my videos yesterday. I really believe I could be a comedian. Because when I tell you, y'all be saying some stuff you just don't believe. And I'm tired of listening to it. You don't believe it. You do not believe it. Even when I don't see it is working. Even when I don't feel, you be getting it doing praise and worship. Don't believe none of that stuff. Because when I don't see it, I'm like, all things work together for my good. When I don't see it, I'm like, every delay works in my favor. That's how I talk. I've been dealing with this company, and like I said, testimonies loaded, and I'm just like, I don't understand why you can't do this. Well, because you're out of the country. That has nothing to do with it. My money still works. I just gave you the deposit. I gave you what you needed. What does that have to do with it? Business is handled like this all day long. They don't expect us to be able to handle business like that, but that's enough. I digress. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. All right. So fervent fundraisers. Number 2 is friendly crowdfunding. If y'all don't get yourself some partners, there's some people in your circle. Now you partner with other people. You don't even know it. Don't even know it. Yes, you do. That girl that braid your hair. Braid your hair. Come on and braid your hair. Back in my hood. That was my song back in the day. But anyway, I mean, everybody you support, they can support you too. Okay, back in the day, it used to be known as what's them things called? Them what's those things called? Like them ad booklets or whatever. You if you don't do a digital ad booklet, put a page on your website for everybody who supports you, and ask all the businesses that you frequent, your dry cleans or whatever. Can you give a $25, $50? I need 10 to give 50. I need 10 to give 25. I need 10. I'm giving strategy. If you don't go and get your 10 grand for whatever you need somewhere, that ain't even difficult. Then 100 people ask them to give you $50. All them people you supported, and if they don't got 50, they can give you 20. Like it's closer. Like all the people you support, them people at your job with the Joe Corby's pizza. You don't want that. You don't want the wrapping paper that the kids sell, but you support them. But you mad because they never support, because you never ask them to. You just post something on Facebook and expect people to respond. I'm talking good and y'all. But if you were really passionate about your dreams, first of all, you would give it a metric. You would give it a physical. What am I trying to say? A numeric goal. You are not serious about a dream. Is just a dream. It is not a goal until you actually put some metrics to it. You just dream one day I'm gonna be wealthy. A dream one day I'm gonna have a team. A dream one day. A dream, a simple fantasy that I come on, sing y'all. Wish was reality that you come knocking at my door. Y'all just dreaming, because it doesn't become a goal until you give it a deadline and a numeric number. By when? How much? How many? I'm on a roll. So you gotta. I was like, that kind of sound like Usher. You got it. Whatever. Yeah, no. Like, what are you doing? I always have a goal in mind. How many people? How many? Because you can't get there without having a goal in mind. Why you don't care about numbers? He created numbers. That's why he was like counting the days. Like day one, I did this, and day two, in the evening, in the morning was the what? The third day, and God had a thing for counting. But you make excuses for numbers. Well, if whoever wanted to be here wanted to be. No, you don't want to count. You don't want to count to show that your efforts didn't work. You don't want to count to say that you didn't market it properly. You don't want to count because you wouldn't buy Facebook ads. You don't want to count because I'm talking to myself now. You understand what I'm saying? Stop getting by with what you can get, and push yourself to what God says is possible for you. Okay, how many clients you want for your business? I want 100 new clients. What are you doing to get it? 10 ways to get 10 people is 100. 10 ways to get 10 people is 100. If you can get 10 people, you can get 100. If you can get 100, you can get 1,000. You get 1,000, you can get a million. Period. That's how money works. All of it. Period. Because he ain't playing tricks with numbers. Michelle, I'm gonna talk to you. He's not playing tricks with numbers. God, he's not gonna change the. Now they got that new math in school, but God didn't change the way how it numerically adds up. Let me just put it like that, because that new stuff, I'm like, what? You don't do long division? What are you crossing out? I don't know what they're talking about. So I hope my grandgirls don't need help. I'm gonna have to pay somebody. But what I am saying is math is math. 2 plus 2 is 4 today, next week, next month, 2030 is still 4. It's a principle. It's a fixed law. God operates in a fixed law. So the same way you got 10,000 is the same way you'll get 100. All he does is multiples of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you're at 20. Hey, same way. So is it, teach Pastor Monica? So is it true? Is it safe to say that the same faith you have for the small house is the same faith you need for the big house? It's the same thing. The ABCs of faith: ask, believe, confess, demonstrate, expect, forgive, and give. For the big house, for the house in Delaware, for the house in the Bahamas, for the Bentley, for the Benz, everything I have is ask, believe, confess, demonstrate, expect, forgive, and give. Period. And period. And period. What don't you have because you're not asking? You lie about your desires. All I need is just a small house, and I just want my bills paid. You can't go on vacation. I want you to think about what you said. All you want. You can't help nobody. People can't even come over your house because your house is too small. You can't do anything that God put on your heart to do to even bless the kingdom because all you asked for was just enough. What kind of guy talking about? He's a really big guy. Yes. How's he a big guy and you ask him for that little stuff? For real? My kids ask me for big stuff. They really got faith. I'd be like, y'all just won't stop asking. And they know how to hike up. They be like, mind you to go. Then I gotta perform. You know what I'm saying? So the point that I'm making is God is so big and yet your dreams are so small. It's an insult. You can work. You don't even need him for that. Just go ahead. Just go on somewhere. Go on. Go on somewhere. All right. Partnerships. So number one is fervent fundraisers. Number two is friendly crowdfunding. Okay. Ask your family and friends. Everybody, you done supported every business your cousin had. She had the Organigo. You don't have to do stuff like that, Monica. This part you don't have to do, but I'm going to do it. The Organigo, she was selling the coffee stuff. She was selling the candle stuff. She was selling the artist stuff where she laid you down on the floor and strapped you up with that stuff. And then you support all of that, and you gonna let her not support you? You gonna let her? No, you let her not support you because you just inboxed her and she just left you on red, and you just went with it. The next time I go, I'm like, hey girl, what's up? Hey, how you doing? What's up with her? Hey, listen, I need you. Hey, Shelly. I need you to come to this event I'm having on the 20th. I need you. Me inviting you somewhere and telling you I need you is two different things. I'm like, can I count on you? And she's like, well, I don't know what I have to mail, Shelly. Now, you done sold everything. And you remember, I was it was you. Oh, it was you. Every single time. See, many of you are too afraid to recall. Well, you shouldn't do that for people. If you did it out the kindness of your heart, you shouldn't bring it up. Says who? I'm like, God, I want you to Google how many times he says, remember, it was I. Remember, it was I. Remember, I. You too afraid to say, remember I. Then you somewhere swole because you didn't force people to support you. Why? Because you train people on how to treat you by what you tolerate. I am not going to keep being an option while you are a priority. Can I count on you? Huh? Okay, that's good. Okay, you're going to have it Friday. Okay, I'll call you Friday. All right, bye. I love you. Love you, boo. Mm-hmm. Friday. Hey, Shelly. She gonna be like, let me just register because this girl and we'll give her a shout out. And I just want to thank my cousin Shelly because when I need her and I ask her for support, now your other cousin looking like I better answer that email because listen, and will. You are welcome today because I feel like I'm doing what I need to do to help you. So fervent fundraisers, friendly crowdfunding, fearless grants. It's grants that you don't need a 501c3. They may be 500. They may be Google it, ma'am, sir. Y'all gonna judge me? I don't care. I'm doing. The Bible says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Heineken was giving out $2,000 grants. One of my friends told me and did. 2,000 is 2,000. I didn't sell Heineken. It's about women's empowerment, and that's what I do. Like, I am so breathe PM because you don't have to fuss. You got a little more time, and it's gonna be fussing for 30 minutes. You don't have to do that. Okay, so it's money out there available to you. It's money out there available to you. Won't you pray to God and ask him to show you where the money? Huh? Like you don't want to know? You have the Holy Ghost. That's like insider trading tips. Like, God, show me where to go. Show me who to talk to. You don't even know that a lot of places will give you a little bit of stuff. Like they won't give you a whole lot without a 501c3, but they'll give you a little bit of stuff. If you just have a letterhead, you can get money from supermarkets and cards and stuff like that. While it may not actually be money, it may be merchandise that you can do to fund an event, different things like that. We had times where before the 501c3, we would get gift cards from all of our local. We just wrote them, just write them. Their address is not hidden; it's on the website. And sometimes they'll write back and say no. We wrote back for one of our events, and they said you'll get 100 pounds of sausage. It was big more than that. I don't know but you get the point. And I'm like, it was free, hers, to pay us $22, and they gave us cases and cases of chips and all that kind. Like, people got stuff that they can help you fund your dreams with, but you don't want to ask. And that's why you don't have. because you thought, well, I thought you need, but you thought because you didn't find out. And, you know, many of you don't know. Take your team over to Walmart. Walmart with the letterhead. You don't have to be an organization. Well, you can be an organization today by putting it on the letterhead, but you don't need a 501c3 and you could do what teams do. I think they call it tagging. You be right out of Walmart. Hey, can you help? I'm doing this thing for Women's Empowerment Month, and I want to empower women and whatever you can get. You can sell cake and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. We had a cake sale outside of Walmart and did, okay? Ran out of cake, went in Walmart, bought the cake, and sold it to the people. They came out of Walmart and they bought it, and they was just helping the cause. Oh, this lemon cake good. Child, you don't even know that that cake was $2 in there, but it don't even matter. God is faithful. How bad do you want it? You don't want to look bad. You don't want to look bad. A lot of people didn't even want the cake. They just said, "Oh, I'll donate. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's hot. Y'all got your t-shirts on. Let's go." Am I helping y'all? Number 4, funky merchandise. Y'all know I got to stay with alliteration. It is what it is. Fervent fundraisers, friendly crowdfunding, fearless grants, and funky merchandise. Let me tell y'all something in the body of Christ. I'm not buying no more t-shirts that's horrible. I'm not buying no more of the, I'm not. It's not stylish. Look at my style. I may not look super stylish today, but I'm not wearing that stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting ready to just buy it because you put too blessed to be stressed. Like, I'm not doing it no more. It's not cool. It's not hot. I'm not wearing it. I'm not doing it. So get some stuff that people really want. Tell me what you want. Tell me. Okay, I just, it just comes to my head. So like, we don't want that stuff. Your logo might be that, but I don't want to wear your logo because it's, it might be hot for your business, but it ain't hot for me to wear. And so you thought it was a good idea because, you know, because I got the t-shirt, and I'm like, and if it ain't a saying that I like, I don't have to have your book. If it's a hot shirt, I don't gotta have your book. I got the t-shirt that says, okay, living my life, whatever. I like it. Because people like, I know that's right. You know, if that people ain't looking at me like, and will, then it's not hot. I'm not doing it. So you gotta create something that's hot. And many of you don't want to coach because you don't want the coach to tell you not hot, not hot, not hot alert. You don't want the not hot alert. It's my fault. And I lined you up with the designers and contractors and consultants that can do hot stuff, but you there felt like you was gonna do it on your own. It's $6 for them to do it, but you wanted to try all night on your own, and now you trying to force me to say it's nice, and I'm not wearing it, and I'm not buying it at all. I mean, and at all. So, and it's not about all them characters and stuff. You know, a lot of shirts, if you look at the stats, with just words on it sell. You just need a hot slogan. And that one, it ain't hot. You know, I'm not trying to be the one to hurt your feelings. I'm just saying your auntie ain't gonna tell you that. So she bought a shirt. And now you got all them shirts and only your auntie. And now it's in the basement. And so you wonder why them shirts won't move because it wasn't hot. And you didn't have nobody to tell you that it was hot. And so now we, you know, when people say stuff and you come out with something like, okay, I see you, not hot. when somebody say the wife doctor, please don't laugh at me because it encourages me to continue to act up. Like it really does. Okay, stay with me. Um, when people say something like, look at you, it's not hot. You understand what I mean? Like whether it's an outfit. I know y'all going back through your Rolodex, like, is that what they meant? Yes, it's exactly what they meant. When they be like, okay, I see you. And they don't add Toya, if they don't add nothing behind it, like, oh, you cute. That's not what they mean. They mean, Pastor Deidre, please stop for real. I'm saying, why I gotta be the one to always break stuff like this to them, Lord? It's so when people, so the next time somebody be like, okay, I see you, you're gonna be like, wait, see, I do that. Toya, will I not do it? I'd be like, what does that mean? Oh, you look cute, Pam. Okay, that's you lead out with that. Don't just stop with the look at you. Don't stop with look at you because I need some Talana, I need you to follow that up. I needed something to either be preceding or followed up by. I see you. You see me what? Looking cute? You see me looking fly? Like what you see what? Siobhan, do you see what do you see? And I'm seeing with what? You understand what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna let it go, guys, because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble, and I really am not trying to be mean to you. But you got all this merch at home because it's not hot, it's not funky merchandise, it's not okay, and it's okay. It's not okay, but you did it, and so now I'm here to help you. All right. Number 5 is fruitful partnerships because I feel like y'all getting mad at me, and it's not my fault. You just didn't know. You saying stuff we don't even say no more. I'm just gonna try to say stuff like don't smoke reefer. What is reefer? What? Huh? You got a drug campaign. That's what you. We don't. Nobody under 60 knows what that. Why are you saying that? Nobody told you, but you didn't ask either. See, don't go on your own because the stuff you think is hot. When I be doing stuff, my kids be like, um, Mom, why are you doing it? My kids are so rude. They be like, why did you, Mom, why did you do that? I saw a video. Why did you do that? Why did you say that? They be so cooked. But I think that what makes it funny with my kids is they act so concerned. Like, why did you do that? What was going on? Matthew called prophetess. What's going on? I saw a video. I'm like, don't do that to me. I'm cool. People love me. He's a prophetess. Don't do that again, okay? Woman of God. They don't say nothing when I'm amazing. They call the check when I do something crazy. Yo, did you see mommy? Then they be in the family groups, the one that I have access to, because your kids got two groups. Why am I doing this? I'm just exposing. Listen, your kids got two groups. They got a sibling group where they talk about you, and then they have a group that they include you in. I just need you to know. And so they be talking in the group I'm in. Did you see mommy? Toya, they be like, did you see? I'm like, mommy's here. Like, I see this, like, seen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Did you text the wrong group? And they be like, no, we wanted to make you aware of your actions. Embarrassing the family name. Like, so it's a mess. Anyway, I digress. Partnerships, fruitful partnerships. Now, I'm getting ready to say something that you're not going to like. I was funny, but now I'm going to say something very seriously. Um, Ask God to expose, reveal, and remove everything that's not fruitful in your life. And it's gonna hurt your feelings because some of the stuff that comes up that's not fruitful is gonna be people you love. It's gonna be people you crazy about. And you're gonna be like, no, I've been with them for but it's not fruitful anymore. And you keep holding on to precious memories. How they linger. Yeah, they used to be fruitful. It used to be reciprocal. It used to be you called them and they answered. It used to be. And I'm gonna tell you what my sis told me. Don't allow gratefulness to keep you in a place past your season. You are no longer a fruitful partner. And you know what I've decided, Talana, and here's what you're gonna know as you matriculate, daughter. I just try to help you as you matriculate into God, who God is calling you to be and building you up to be. As you matriculate in this journey of success, I need to say something to you. I really, really need to say something to you. People may not be able to help you the same way that you have helped them, but they can add something to your life. And if they refuse to add what they can to your life, you don't need to be in relationship and partnership with them. Let me say it again. People may not be able to help you the way that you help them, but they should be able to add something to your life. If they're not willing to do what's necessary to add something to your life, then this relationship is not reciprocal. I was sharing with this the other day, daughter, and I can say it publicly. I've said it publicly before. I'll say it again. I said to my husband, I don't discount people. I got a new connection of somebody. She's normally on here. I don't see her right now, but a new connection, and she's been such a blessing in my life these last 2 weeks. And she's been connected since last year, but not really. She was trying to fill me out to see this is too good. This too good to be true, type of thing. And life was life and all that kind of stuff. And then she finally got really committed and connected. just a couple of weeks, and she's been a blessing. And I said, babe, I really just don't discount people. I didn't even know what I did for her. She said, I was going through a situation with this, and this. You reached out to. I didn't know. I did. I don't remember her. I just don't. The name is new to me in this season. But it didn't matter because when she was going through whatever she was going through, guess who was there? Because I signed up to be in the army of the Lord. And and so anyway, I said to my husband, I said, like Talana, I didn't know what she was going to be to me. I didn't know who she was going to be to me. But if I had discounted her when she was down and out, or when things weren't looking like she wanted it to look, then I'd have missed out. Okay, you better see people in their future. So fruitful partnership. I said all that to say at the time, Talana may not have been able to do what I do for her. What I do for her, she may not be able to do for me, but she does things to add to my life. Look at what people are adding. Y'all got a bunch of subtraction going on in your life. Look down your you ain't got nobody to call. If I call Talana, she's on vacation right now. First of all, I didn't expect her to be on this week because she's on vacation. People don't have to work like me. You understand what I mean? Rest, okay? So I'm good. And I told her I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? But the point that I am making is she adds to my life. And her, listen to this. Let me tell you something. People will feel two things, your presence or your absence. That's when you're meaningful. So when she's not there, I feel her absence. I feel her absence. I got to work harder because now I got to check these crazy folk on the. I can't call them people crazy. On the TikTok and all that. I got to do other things because somebody who adds something to my life is not there, right? Now it doesn't mean I can't live without it. I love you, Talon. I do. But I mean, do you understand what I mean? Like I live, but I would feel her absence. Now let me say something to you about that. In any organization, in any connection that you're in, you want to be that necessary where people will. It don't. Why would you want to be the person that it don't matter whether they come in? Oh, she ain't. Oh, that's right, she wasn't there because you don't do nothing to add to it. Christina's not somewhere. I'm going to feel it. Devon is not somewhere. I'm going to feel it. Latoya's not there. I'm going to feel it. They add to my life. Period. Other people, I'd be like, oh, that's right, she wasn't there because they don't do nothing. So you want to be necessary. I dare you to type I'm necessary. Oh, you're gonna feel my presence or my absence, okay? Because I do stuff you don't know I do. Some stuff in my church, they be like, oh, we didn't have such and such as oh yeah, because PM ain't there. You didn't even know PM did it. And do. So yeah. But I gotta have fruitful partnerships. I'm going down my list. When I tell you speakers who are coming onto this boot camp tonight, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're getting into tonight. It's going to be so amazing. Your life is getting ready to change. I only coach six-figure speakers. It starts tonight. So anyway, but when I tell you something, when I see people who connected to me talk my head off in any of my schools, any of my groups about being this and doing this, and you didn't enroll in the speakers, whatever. And I'm like, don't call me with that foolishness no more. I am only building up people who are fruitful partners, fruitful, collaborate with like-minded people of precious like faith. Y'all be partnering stuff with events and stuff with people who have they just trying to benefit off of what you have. They trying to benefit off of your crowd and benefit off they ain't bringing nothing to the table. Then why am I partnering with you? If you know, I told my relationship coaches, do you know I've been doing the How to Be a Wife conference. I've been doing the How to Be a Wife conference for 15 years. I'm gonna pull it today just to show you through the years. Packed out room, packed out virtually by myself. They sit and listen to me by myself for 5 hours. Some of you been there, and it's hilarious. It's a whole monologue. I talk about everything from how to have nag-free communication and still get what you want, how to turn him on and out, learn how to fight, all of that kind of stuff. I just break it down in segments and sessions. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, sometimes we do both. Sometimes I have illustrations and all of that kind of stuff. I can do this class by myself day and night. So If now I'm bringing in relationship coaches to do it with me, you better bring something to the table or I can go back to the way it once was. See, y'all didn't look at it like that. See, many people understand, well, she ought to be glad. I don't have to be glad that you nothing. I'm bringing something to the table. And if you're not bringing registrations and folks to the table, then you're unnecessary. That was just, that was just like an example. Some of y'all be partnering with folk. It'd be your idea, and they'd be like, sis, we need to partner. Oh, when y'all had the partnership meetings, you go and then they go. You go with what you bring into the, okay, here's what I can do. And me and my team can do this, this, and this. And if they go, oh, that's awesome. This is good. Let me know when. It's your turn. You talk about what you get ready to bring to the table. Other than that, I can get this hotel room by myself. Other than that, I'll fill this room by myself. Come on, y'all. Partnerships that are not fruitful. Some of y'all have partnerships in your family that's not fruitful. That mommy the goat, and mommy can do this, this, and this. But when I call you, oh my, I ain't had no charge, or no, we're gonna fix this partnership, or I'm not gonna be so readily available. I will deny. First of all, I feel nothing about denying the cash out request. I act like I never saw it. Mom, you got your phone? Yup. And do. Mom, check your phone. I did. First of all, I can't say what I say. Negro, that's what I say. I really do say negro. I called you 3 times. You did not return my call. You said you were gonna call me back yesterday. And now, no, you're on PM punishment. And that is a thing. And if you've ever been on PM punishment, my husband, you can be on PM. Y'all might have been on PM punishment. You might not have known it. I'm gonna make you wait. I'm not answering right now because reciprocity. Mm-hmm. Okay. PM punishment is a thing. I wish I was. I'm not joking at all. Train people on how to treat you by what you tolerate. Train people on how to treat you by what you tolerate. My family's gonna respect me. I'm not gonna have everybody else saying, hell PM and y'all acting any kind of way and y'all benefit more than everybody else. Oh, it's gonna be a fruitful partnership. When I get home to Delaware, that house better be clean. I don't care if you hire somebody. I don't care what you do. I don't care if Mary maids come. I don't care whatever you do. Listen, you can reach me by caravan and cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get there. I don't care nothing about nothing. It better look like lawn done. I mean, just everything. The lawn guy, he comes anyway. But you get what I'm saying. Fruitful partnerships. Because I'm not gonna keep keeping my end of the bargain. See, I messed y'all up because when it comes to, everybody else, you can be stern. When it comes to your clients, you can be stern. When you come to partners in ministry, you can be stern. When it comes to your family, you let them walk all over you. And will not. I got grown kids. You better partner. What you bring it to the table, what you bring it to, that's why you're irresponsible, because you don't require anything. Teach Pastor Monica, oh, I can stay here for a little bit because it seems like I struck a nerve. Some of you got adult kids. You are not helping them. I know you promised they would never go through what your mama made you go through. And I know you promised they would always have. But because you have always been there, they have a sense of entitlement and you enable them. And it's not too late. Who am I talking to? It is not too late to correct it. God is still on the throne. If it's not too late for your financial situation, it's not too late for your health situation, it's not too late for your marriage situation, that is not too late for your children, but you're going to have to correct that behavior. Teach Pastor Monica, I require partnership. If I'm going to help you, I require partner. You grown. If not, you can do it on your own. But if you require my money, first of all, my money is God's money. It don't go for weed and all that kind of stuff. I require partnership. I require covenant. I require PM, you straight. One of my sons, I ain't gonna tell their business, but they tell their own testimony, anyway. So it ain't like we live secret, decided they're gonna smoke weed. Okay, I went to the college and we having drug tests. Why? This just weed. One of my kids got a nerve. Young, listen, don't try to guess what. Have the nerve to have in Maryland. It's not. I guess I told who went to college in Maryland, but anyway, it's this point such and such is legal. Negro, you know how much weed you can have, but you don't know. But looking at your grades, you didn't do them well in math. Like that's the math you want. When I tell you, got him real straight. Ain't nobody playing no games. This is God's money. I don't fund that. This is too real for y'all. She's supposed to be a pastor and got real kids. Look at that. Look at that. And got real issues. Look at that. When you see me consistent and on my assignment, when you see me preaching and prophesying and doing all of this stuff, you need to know that I still dealt with some real stuff maybe last night, or deals with real stuff in my family, real stuff in my marriage. You better understand, deal with real stuff in ministry. And yet you come right on this place. I'm like, hey, this is girl PM. Why? Because I don't put purpose on pause. God is bigger than anything I ever named. So we'll work it out. I ain't sitting here stressing over my kids. Got to work it out. I gave them back to the Lord and left them there. Okay. Take your burdens to the Lord and what? Right there. My husband sometimes can even stress about the kids. I don't stress about them. I don't. I gave them over to the Lord. The Lord told me they were protected, and the seed of the righteous is safe. I trust Him. So what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What I'm saying it ain't helping. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pray. Now my kids are good. Now my kids are good, and they tell me everything. I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to tell your mom that. They tell me everything, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm like, we too close. I think we too close. But I had to trust God for the process. I'm ministering to somebody. I had to trust God in the process. It may not be easy. I ain't gonna act like I ain't never cried. I ain't gonna act like I ain't never worried. But I had to decide I'm not gonna live my life and be who God calls me to be if I sit here and them kids gonna do what they want to do anyway. Now I'm just sitting here, they out having fun. Now I'm sitting here all night, can't do what I'm supposed to do, can't minister, can't empower. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let God be God and let His enemies be scattered. That's when I tell you, I'll be like, what's up? And guess what? I don't argue with them all the time. Because many times I don't know how I got on this, but I'm gonna just minister to you. You trying to fix your kids, everything they do. Pull your pants up, fix your church, every time they come around, you're trying to fix. That's why they don't never want to come around. But my kids love kicking it with me because you know what? I ain't perfect and they're not perfect. And I don't spend every waking moment trying to fix what I think is wrong in their lives. I let God be God. I let God arise and His enemies be scattered. And guess what? We can have a good relationship with them being imperfect. That we can have a good relationship with them making other choices that I would not necessarily make because I understood I made some choices that my mom didn't understand. Like, did anybody ever grow up and be like, my mom didn't know what she was talking about? So your kids, they just following the cycle. I don't know nothing according to my kids. That ain't really true because when they need me, they know I'm gonna come through. But when I try to give them advice, they act like I ain't never been nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. And you ain't the only one. I just need y'all to let it go. You can't perform and you can't minister and be who God called you to be because you weren't about them kids. I'm telling you, live life. I need you to live. I speak that you live your life. Live your life and say, you know what, son, I've been handling things wrong. And every time I talk to you, I dare you to apologize. And you say, but I'm not wrong. He really making the wrong choice and he shouldn't be with that girl and all that kind of stuff. Stop it. You better stop it because you'll just send it right over there. Let me tell you something. I would just pray for, you know what, mommy didn't handle it right. I just, I got convicted, and I'm going to do something better. I'm not going to do this every time we talk and stuff like that. They be like, they might be concerned, like, mommy, something wrong with mommy, because you normally be tripping and now you coming another way. But you got to assure them all is well. I didn't get no report from the doctor. All is well. I want our relationship to be better. And that's what I'm doing. I'm cultivating a relationship. You said we supposed to be talking about funded dreams. Well, what good is a house is not a home if you got all the money in the world and your family is not having the partnership that you require and desire? I just want good partners. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so fruitful partnerships. How else can I fund my dreams? Fascinating workshops. Y'all see, I will have a workshop in a minute. What you want to know? What you want to know? I ask people, tell me what you want to know. I'll do a workshop on it. Fascinating workshops. I mean, I do all kinds of workshops from relationship stuff to business stuff, everything that has to do with my life. Now I'm doing stuff outside of my life. I ain't get ready to teach no Zumba because obviously I don't be exercising. I'm gonna do better. But I teach what I know. Marriage, money, and ministry. And business. God knows I'm a marketplace guru. So that's what I teach. I look down the list. What y'all want to know? That's what I teach. Fascinating workshops. Okay, that's the easiest way to make money. Even if 20 people come at $25, that's how much? $500. Hey, who don't like $500 sitting in your living room with picked up yoga pants? Who don't like $500? You rather get a second. I'm gonna work at Macy's. You know how many hours you got to work at Macy's to get, and none of that money coming home because you're gonna buy stuff. Okay, so no. Y'all know I be making sense. You're gonna have to work a couple days a week. How many hours to make $500? That's gonna be 2 weeks worth of checks at Macy's for your second job when you can sit down somewhere and call your friends together and teach them something and wow them and have them bring more people next time. Tell me I'm making sense. And then the last two is fanatical fan support. Some of you don't even demand support. Some people cheering your name. You just don't bring them together. Engage with your followers. Social media is about you being social. I mean, I got an Instagram, but I don't post nothing. That's not being social. Many of you post stuff on Facebook and be like, "Oh, that was fun," and close the computer. Don't respond to the people. Don't say nothing back to the people. You don't even realize you posted something and people say, "Oh, I would like more information about it." Go back to those posts and contact those people. Hey, yeah, I made a post the other day. I saw that you screenshot it. Look, you said this, and what? How can I help you? Stop being lazy. You want it, work for it. Work for it a little bit. Go get yourself something to eat. Take a nap. Come back. Work for it. You cannot be home and be a content creator and not create content. Some of you like, oh, you watch all these success stories about how people came off their job and now they make six figures doing content. Oh, that's amazing. But you want one thing to go viral, but you never do anything else. I'm teaching way better than y'all saying amen. I don't know why y'all not feeling me today, but if you understood the jewels that I am dropping right now, require fanatic fan support. Like some people love me and I'm going to connect with the people who love me and I'm going to love on them right back. You can't break up with me. I'm like, what's her name? Young Miami. We go together real bad, like, and do. And so break up with who? And she's in my inbox. And she's right here. And she's having something else. And will. Number 8, flourishing freelancing. If your dreams involve a skill or a service, offer to do that for something else, another organization, a business. I started consulting because people like my vibe. They like my flow. They like what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to do some boot camps. How many of y'all would be interested in product boot camp? I'm gonna do a boot camp just helping you get your products out and make sure they hot. See, I talked about your projects, but I'm not gonna leave you out there like that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a product boot camp with some people, and I'm gonna show them, and we're gonna create some hot products for the kingdom. Like, and not the other stuff. But again, I can offer my services. I know how to do it. First of all, my her bags are hot. My her shoes are hot. My her products are hot. My jean jackets, my all of that stuff. I can shave years off of the learning curve. You ain't got to look how to do and try to copy. Let me show you how to do it. Let me show you where to go. Let me show you where to print it. Let me go where to produce it. Let me show you where to publish it. Hey, bam, bam. Yeah. Let me show you. The Lord told me if I show people what I know, I'm helping the kingdom. Before I would try to be a little secretive. I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay. Confession is good for the soul, but bad for the reputation. Like I'll be trying to I'm gonna share some stuff, and the Lord told me when you help the kingdom, you're helping my kingdom. You're helping people in my kingdom. And I said, oh, okay, word, I got it. I was gonna say he don't have to tell me. He don't have to tell me twice, but that's a lie. I know he'd be like. I've had to say things over and over and over. And you too, don't do that. Number 9 is forging alliances, connect with organizations and clubs and associations. And some may not be Christian and they still may need your expertise and help. You all right? And then number 10 is financial planning. If you don't get yourself some insurance and some investments to fund your vision, when I need something big, I can go into my investment account and say, okay, I need 10 grand for something, or I need 20 grand for something. I don't dip in it all the time. But if I need something for something that I need to fund, then I have those things in place. I trust that you were blessed today, okay, with this workshop. I preached, I prayed, I prophesied, I coached, and spoken to the lives of your children. And so I need y'all to sow today. I need y'all to sow. I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to be those partnerships that we talked about. I need y'all to sow. Hey, Clarissa. I need y'all to sow. I need y'all to sow. I'm hiring. I said 100 people, but it's really going to be over 100 people. But 100 people at least by the end of the year. I need this money. Okay, I'm just putting it out there because God told me that My dreams were my responsibility, and I was slow walking it. And because y'all was clapping, I was like, okay. I was like, walk it out. Walk it out. Slow walking. And he's like, so you got accolades from people, but not a well done from me, and you're okay with that. And then I was like, when God be talking to me like that, I'd be like, looking that dumb look your kids have when you make sense to them, and they just be looking dumb like that's how I be looking at God like, what you mean? And then you act confused, like you don't understand. He like you started her, but you didn't grow it. I mean, we got people here, and people love her. You're satisfied with people. You're satisfied with maintenance is not ministry. Because my command for you was to be fruitful and multiply, but you were okay with even addition. Addition is not multiplication. I'm like, why you gotta say it like okay, okay, okay? I got you. Addition is not multiplication. Multiplication is addition quickly, but addition is not fast enough. Teach Pastor Monica. See, at the end of the broadcast, at the end of the broadcast, at the end of the broadcast. So here's what I want you to do. I need y'all to. So, Siobhan, was that heavy? Addition is multiplication is addition quickly, but addition is not fast enough. He did. That's not what I told you. That's like somebody you telling your kid to do something and they start slow walk. You like, boy, if you don't get over there, God be looking at us like, yeah. So yeah, I got to do what I got to do to make this happen. So y'all gonna see me work like crazy from now until the end of the year, and I'm gonna be y'all gonna be like, so she got a workshop every day and do if y'all want to. If listen, this is the best time to catch me. If you want to know what I know, almost every day I'm having something. So if y'all not a part of the speakers boot camp and you want to be, you don't know what that's about, you can email Christina, Christina at ispeakworldwide.com. Let's sow first. Let's sow first. I need y'all to sow. I need y'all to sow something. Those of us on Ridiculous Faith who sow every day. Those of you who stopping by, just sow today. You know, just I'm still about my Father's business, doing what God called me to do. Maritza, hundredfold return. Cynthia, thank you, a hundredfold return. Karen, a hundredfold return. Talana, hundredfold return in this season. I speak supernatural debt cancellation in y'all lives, and everybody that's so you're helping them enhance and grow the kingdom. I just want to thank y'all. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I got 3 schools. It's going to be at 1,000 students a month, and you sewing into that. I got staff that I'm bringing to pass. I got people that I speak right now while y'all still sewing. I speak right now that people will be in full-time ministry next year because of the efforts that we're putting together, how do I register for tonight? It's not a boot camp. That it is a boot camp, but it's a series of things. Just email Christina, CRISTINA at ispeakworldwide.com. And she'll get back to you. I love you guys so much. I will see you if you sow later, if you're sowing now, if you sow throughout the day. I speak the same. I may not have called your name, Michelle. Thank you, Pastor Deirdre. Thank you. Might not have called your name, but understand it's recorded in heaven. All right, God is recording it. So I want to thank y'all for helping me empower the kingdom. Thank y'all so much. I got some other big announcements that I'm going to. Okay, great. I got some other announcements that I'm going to announce today, some big things that I made for the kingdom. And I just want to thank you. Chisa, hundredfold return. I'm in full agreement. Everything works in your favor. Siobhan, thank you, a hundredfold return in Jesus' name. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Pray for me, and I'm praying for you. Speakers, I'll see y'all tonight. You better come ready. You better drink. I don't even drink coffee no more, but you better drink espresso, whatever you need to do. Have your tail right, don't say tail. Have yourself right in front of that camera and be ready to work. All right, peace. I love you.